Well, with whatever animal you ever harvest, the quickest thing you can do to preserve that meat and to make it a good meal later on down the road is to get that meat cooled down as quick as you can. You have to gut that animal and you have to get the hide off, get that meat on ice within 30, 40 minutes, and it's going to change the whole flavor profile of what that animal tastes like.
And why is that?
Because the heat, so the hide actually holds the heat into the carcass, into the bones, into the meat. And if it's not an instant kill, that animal is going to dump a lot of adrenaline and get a lot more blood into its muscular system. And you want to minimize the amount of blood in that meat as much as you can. And that's what cooling it down does, is it keeps all that blood from soaking into that animal and giving it that gamey, harsh taste.
Yeah. When you take down a hog, are you typically going for the headshot? Is that the preferred method, or is it going towards the heart?
It just depends on the shooter. We take a lot of new shooters out, people that's never hunted before. So on them, we've got three spots that will show them. Obviously we're using a weapon system that'll take a pig down pretty much anywhere you hit it. But a headshot is good if you're confident in your ability to make that shot. Shoulder shot or heart shot, heart lungs are usually pretty good kill shots for us too.
So many factors. So you take down the hog. Let's say you had a good clean headshot. The rest of the hogs, in my opinion, or I guess, just scatter, right? Like if you had 10 hogs in a field, you shoot one, the rest of them just run for. I mean, it's probably almost impossible to shoot them while they're on the move, right?
No, we do it all the time.
No, you're like, nope, had a lot of practice.
Well, and you figure like with our guns, they're all tripoded up. So we've got tripods for all of our guns, and you're not really having to worry about your gun, bouncing around. It's just actually pivoting and following the pigs. And then you've got to figure out how far to lead them as far as how fast they're running.
Yeah.
But a lot of times too, most of these pigs don't have very good endurance. So if you can get them out into a big field, they'll only run so far before they start slowing down or walking, or maybe they'll even stop.
Yeah.
So you can get follow-up shots on them.
Because we hunt at night only, pretty much, and we use thermal scopes. So it's like daylight at night. And we can see them very clear, and they get confused on what's happening.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they'll just run in circles. They don't know where to go. They don't know what's going on. So I mean, it gives you plenty of shot opportunities to take down as many as you can.
Yeah, it's just so interesting to me. I know that when I was originally in the hog group, I didn't understand why everybody was hunting like it was predator. I don't know why they're using infrared and night vision and then I went, they're only hunting mostly hunting the hogs at night. And I went, oh.
Yeah, that's when they're most active. I mean, now when it cools off, they'll start coming out earlier and earlier. But in the middle of the summer, most of our activity was between 1 and 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I mean, when it's hot out, they just don't want to move. They're down in the draws and in the low spots. They just don't want to move when it's hot.
Yeah, just hot.
Yep.
Yeah, so many questions. So you don't need a hunting license, I found out, for hogs. Correct. And then as somebody who's an aspiring hunter, doesn't know a lot about weapons, you have to have like a gun safety course to even be able to purchase a gun in Texas, right?
No.
So anybody can just go in and buy a gun as long as you got like ID?
Yeah, you can, and there's a federal background check that you have to pass.
Federal background check, okay. Let's see. So you don't have to have a hunting license to buy the weapon. And then you have to have a hunting license to be able to shoot or hunt certain game like deer, things like that. There's no tag system because there's no laws on like hunting hogs. Is there like a tag system for deer?
Yes, there is.
There is. Absolutely. And then how does that work real quick? I know that's venturing off from hogs, but I'm just trying to contrast to what happens with hog hunting.
Yeah, so you have to pass a hunter safety course in the state of Texas to get your license, and then you can just go to any license handler academy, Walmart's, a lot of local gas stations in your smaller towns, and buy a Texas wildlife and game hunting license. Depending on the license you get, it will include, I think, 4 deer tags, 4 turkey tags, mule deer, antelope. I mean, if you get the super combo, it includes fishing and all that.
Yeah. Interesting. The rules related to hogs and the reason that there's no season for hogs or you don't even need a hunting license, was that because farmers or people who aren't even hunters just had to take out a hog and it had to have a sort of legal precedent so they could kill the animal without having to have a hunting?
I don't know if it's that or just as often as they populate, to try to keep that population down, because if there weren't guys like us out there just doing what we're doing, and there's thousands of great hog hunters out there and guys that really know what they're doing too. If it weren't for guys like us, I mean, you literally would see Texas overrun with hogs.
Yeah.
They have no natural predators.
Well, and it's funny because you get into even some of these higher end neighborhoods, that have, like say they're around one of the lakes and there's $1 million houses in these neighborhoods. They've got a little bit of wildlife area, in between that the state has set out. They'll have hog problems. There's a high end neighborhood right in Flower Mound that actually had to hire somebody to come in and trap these hogs out because these hogs were coming into these $1 million homes and destroying their yards.
Yeah.
These things they're a huge problem.
They have no boundaries.
What I've discovered is Texas hogs don't care about your laws.
No,
They do not. They do not.